Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. This is a 6 yard box. This is all about 90 minutes. This is where we look at the game. Tottenham taking on Liverpool at Anfield. Our record is shocking. We played some incredible games there before. And, it's a case of what's going to happen this time around. What's going to happen this time around? I think Tottenham, our record is shocking at Liverpool. I can't believe the amount of games that we played there. There've been some close, really close game. Even when they had a rubbish team, they still managed to lose games. But recent years, we've been really close. I remember the game when Mourinho was in charge. We had two beautiful chances from Bergwijn, and they couldn't take those chances. We had and then games after that as well. So we've always played well there. Even when Poch was there was the 4-4, was it 3-3 against Liverpool when Wayama scored that screamer with his first touch from just outside the box. So I'm looking forward to this game so bad. I'm not, I wish I was. I'm not one of the players, but I'm looking forward to it. Whatever the result, I just want to see how we'll play against this team. They are one of the best team. You can't doubt it. One of the best team in the world right now, the way they play, the way they just blow teams apart without really playing well, and they just seems to get into the groove. They're solid, the bench is solid as well. But they have weaknesses as well. That's the key thing. They have weaknesses. And if you set up properly, you can really, really exploit their weaknesses at the back. And for me, it's the fullbacks. They are not great defenders. We saw against Villarreal in midweek. Villarreal played really, really well in the first half. They were 2 goals up. And in the second half, I think they were caught in two minds, whether to sit back or go and attack again and get the winning goal. And I think for me, the mistake they made was, it's not a mistake, but I think they were just lacking that what do you call it? That pace up front. They didn't have that pace. I know they had Moreno. Moreno is not quick. Lo Celso is not quick as well. They had the Dane, I can't remember the name of the striker, the guy who scored the first goal for them. He was quick. I think in that kind of a formation, you need somebody to deliver the ball in midfield to those runners. And I don't think they've got that person in midfield with the quality that can really punish Liverpool. And in the second half, they just ran out of steam. So we're gonna dive in now. This is the tactical board. Make sure you smash the likes for me, please, and the channel. Really looking forward to this game. I'm gonna share my screen, bring up the board as well. So we're gonna delve into it. This is a playbook, the Man City playbook. I know they're different in terms of pace-wise. Liverpool have more pace up front, so that equals they need more space to run into. And their players are very good as well at taking people on, especially Salah. Mane is more like just running past you. Let's see what we can do in terms of the way Tottenham will set up. I think we just have to be brave on the ball. When we do get the ball, you have to be brave on the ball and use the ball. Don't be scared. You can check out the video. The video, the content for that as well, where we'll be looking at the press conference of the manager, Antonio Conte, and the up presser, so you can check that one out as well. So, but for this one, it's just all about tactical board. Let's bring up the board and see what Tottenham can do. We know what Liverpool would do to win the game. What Tottenham can do is what we're going to be looking at as well, and then hopefully it could be done. But I'm just looking forward to this game. So by Saturday night, just gonna be chilling, have a glass of wine or something, just to take away the pain. But I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. So let's get into it. Let's share the screen. Bring the screen up. Bring the board up, and let's share the board. So so the board is shared. Let's zoom in a little bit. That's not what we want. So let's zoom in a little bit. So that's the way the board would look like. That's the board Liverpool are set up. They're going to set up in the 4-3-3 formation. Tottenham are going to play 3-5-3. Somebody's I don't know. I fancy 3-5-2, but I think that will change in the course of the game. We go to a 3-5-2 sometimes in the game. And the way the game will kick off, obviously, Tottenham, we know the drill by now. That setup of you setting up in a way whereby you frustrate Liverpool, and that just means it depends on what we want to do. If we want to let them go wide and then deal with the crosses, which I won't personally, I won't subscribe to that, because defensively, I don't think we are strong in the, although we're playing against short players, but Jota is really good in the air as well, and the runs they make and the delivery from the crosses as well from their fullbacks, Trent and Robertson, is very dangerous. So you can't allow them to keep crossing the ball every single time. So Tottenham will set up in this way whereby we will play this way, where we'll be compact in this formation. Kulu will drop into this position, and Kane will drop into this position as well, and then Sonny will drop into this position. And the whole idea is for you to make the middle really compact, because Liverpool scored their goals from these areas of the pitch around the 18-yard box. That's where they scored their goals. If you look at most of their goals are like tap-ins, crosses from the right, crosses from the left. Salah cutting in on his left foot. I'm trying to bend one into the middle. So Tottenham have to be compact and let Liverpool will set up in this way, as Mane will go wide. Robertson will be bombing up as well, will be going that way as well. You have Salah will go wide. Trent will be close to him, looking to get the ball wide. They get the ball wide. Jota will be in between this centre backs. He's very, very good in the air. So Dyer has to be very, very good with him. Because they are small guys as well, the tendency is for you not to get the feel to stand next to them, man to man, watch their runner. They run their runnings off the ball. And they're very, very quick. And Henderson will be the one setting up the play. Or I'll say Thiago more like it, or Henderson. Henderson will be running into these areas, trying to keep the passing taking over, and they will press. They will press really high as well. Fabinho will sit in the middle sometimes, or he will just be in this area patrolling when Thiago gets on the ball to spread those passes, where Fabinho will be quick to be in that area. Matip and Van Dijk will be. I think Matip will be on the left. I think Matip is on the left, and Van Dijk will be on the. Matip will be on the right. Van Dijk will be on the left. And basically, this is how most cases. This is how they will probably set up. They will squeeze you in. The whole idea is for them to squeeze you right in, put pressure on you when we lose the ball. Tottenham have to be very, very compact in this game. And, just looking at it, you can see the number of reds in the Tottenham half as they try and put pressure and try and open us up. So the gameplay will be mainly like this. When Liverpool have the ball, they will look to, let's put some lines on. Let's see what lines. They will look to exploit. They will look to exploit Tottenham's weaknesses on that side, and on this side as well. So we just have to be very, very, very disciplined in the way we deal with them. We could deal with them two ways: let the ball go wide, and then you try and deal with the crosses. I won't support that one, because if you keep giving those guys chances to get down the line in those areas, they will just keep pinging the ball into these areas from left and right, and that could cause problems for Tottenham. So if you let them keep crossing the ball, it's going to be a lot of problems. So what I'll say is what Tottenham I think should do is to try and stop the crosses from coming in. Emerson and Kulu, they have to work really, really well together. Emerson, I'm a bit worried about him, but he's all we've got in this team, so he has to be very, very disciplined in the way he dives into tackle, and he has to make sure these players are going wide onto his Mane is going wide onto his left foot. He can't let Mane come inside on his right foot. So if Mane gets the ball there, Kulu has to Emerson has to be somewhere makes him go wide, and Kulu has to help and double up on him, and also Romero has to help and double up on him, and this back three has to shift across a little bit with maybe Bentancur, covering these areas as well. It's going to be tough because in midfield as well, they're playing three, we're playing two, so we have to maybe we have to, how am I going to put it? We have to try and match them up in midfield, especially with the three in there. And I think Harry Kane will be the man to join the midfield and try and match them up in midfield. Or Kulu has to do the job as well, come in midfield. And when the ball goes wide, he has to go wide as well. So Kulu, this game is all about who has enough stamina. It's going to test all our players' fitness. We've not been playing for a week, so I think the players should be in good nick. But it's going to be a very, very tough game. And then we have to make sure we do the same on this side as well. Sessegnon has to be good defensively. Sonny has to be solid as well, protecting. Oibe has to protect that side in case of runners from midfield, from Anderson trying to run in there. And also Thiago is going to be the one setting up the plays. So he's going to be the guy mostly on the ball. Another thing Tottenham can try and do is they have to start to press this guy when he's on the ball. So when he's on the ball, when he gets to a certain area of the pitch, Kane has to go and press him, or Oibe has to go and press him as well. But the press is going to have to be planned. It has to be coordinated. One person can't just go and press where the whole team is what do you call it? Is not pushing up. So Bentancur can't just rush and go and press and leave a hole. Everything has to be coordinated, and the distances between the players, the team, the front guys, and the midfield has to be compact. You can't leave gaps in the middle. So you can't have Romero there and you have Oibe there. You can see that gap in there. That gap in there, Liverpool will exploit it. So the gap has to be perfect. The distances have to be perfect between the team. It has to be like a blanket. Tottenham players should be able to almost touch each other. Basically, the way the gap will be. The Anfield is a big pitch as well. And I think that's the way Tottenham can stop Liverpool from getting into these areas and getting crosses in. It's going to be very tough. Players have to play the games of their lives, I think, in this one. And we can't afford to go down as well, because that stadium, they want everything. If you sneeze near their players, they want a free kick. So we have to be disciplined. We have to be brave on the other side of football as well. When we do, this is what we do when we are out of possession. Okay, so from this point on, when we are in this kind of scenario, this kind of setup, when we do get the ball, Liverpool, we do win the ball back in midfield, when we make a pass, Romero gets on the ball, or Oibe gets the ball, then it is on, because Fabinho will be right in there. They're going to push up really high because what they want to do is to win the ball back as soon as they lose it. So once they lose the ball, they're going to press Tottenham. You're going to see these players pressing Tottenham players. You're going to see Tottenham will be pressed quickly so they can win the ball back in these areas. They're going to try and put the pressure on and try and win the ball back in these areas. That's why we have to be brave. We have to be very good on the ball. I keep going back to that City game because I watched that game. When I saw the game, I watched the game. In that game, our passing was immaculate. The way we popped the ball around quickly, bang, 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 and then we caused a lot of damage. So when we win the ball there, Kane will probably drop into this area, or if it's on this side, the other side, he will drop into this area. Then Son is off. Sonny is off, and I think they've done that so many times. Sonny will go that way, and then the situation changes. If it's on the left-hand side, Ken will drop into that position. If Romero wins the ball, Ken will drop into that position, and then you can see Kulu making that run. Kulu is off on that side. If it's on this side, Sonny is off. Ken will drop into that area. He'll get on the ball. That's what they will do. That's what Tottenham will do. And Kane could be the key for this match. Kane could be the one that opens up all the opportunities, opens up all the, what do you call it? All the good, juicy thing, the juicy bit of this game. He could be the one. If he is on the money, it could be the key. So if he drops into that position, you know what's going to happen. Kulu is off. If it's on this side, Sonny is off as well. So if Kane gets into that position, Kane can ping it to this side. That's one route to go. The passing from that midfield in these areas has to be 1, 2 touches, 3. Even 3 is a bit too much because these guys will press you to submission, these Liverpool players. So it has to be 2, 3 passes, and then we beat the press. We beat this press. Once you beat that press with that pass from Romero and you get the ball to Kane, then you are off. Then Tottenham are off, and that's the key. It has to be 2 or 3. It can't be more than 3 passes for me. If it's more than 3 passes, then we are going to be in trouble. We have to get that pass away quickly, or else Liverpool, they're going to press you really high. But we have to be brave on the ball. We're going to lose the ball sometimes, which is okay, which is fine. We're going to lose it sometimes, but we got to have to use the ball properly when we get in midfield. Bentancur and Oibe have to use that ball. So when Kane gets on that ball, you can see Kulu running into those areas. And I think maybe Kulu against Van Dijk is going to be tough because Van Dijk is quick, but I still back Kulu again. Van Dijk just came back from injury last season. So has he got the pace? We'll see tomorrow. But I think the key, where the joy will be Sonny against Matip on the other side. And if Kane goes left, I think Kane will be looking for Sonny. Sonny could run across that way as well. And they could switch. Kulu could run the other way as well. So you can see once you build that press, Liverpool, there's a big space here at the back here. They're going to be spaces because Liverpool, they play that kind of a system whereby they'll give you space at the back. They play the offside really well as well. But if you time your runs properly with VAR and everything now, VAR has been helping them because VAR, it gets the small margins really right because they go to the VAR. If it was in the olden days where we had no VAR, I think Liverpool will concede more goals because of the high lines they play, because referees, the traditional referees or linesmen will get it wrong. So there'll be a lot of space at the back here for Tottenham to exploit into the area. And I think that's where Tottenham, the ball will go straight to Kulu. And you can see a back Kulu against Robertson. I think Kulu will be quicker than Robertson. Robertson is quick as well, but it depends on how we move that ball quickly in transition. Once they lose the ball, we have to get on that ball and pass it quickly. 1, 2 passes, bang. I know Bentancur likes to take time on the ball. He's going to have a lot of problems if he doesn't use that ball properly when he gets it. Oibe, I think, will get used to it because he's used to the Premier League. But Bentancur, I think he might struggle getting used to the pace of the game. So that's where you go. You can see Bentancur, Kulu is off, Sonny is off on the other side. And you can see something like that goal against Liverpool, against City, with Kulu going wide this time around, crossing the ball for Sonny. And then Sonny, can have a shot on target. The keeper is very good. He will probably come out and make himself big. He's a good shot stopper. But for me, I back Sonny 1-on-1 with any keeper. And that is the way Tottenham will get joy in this game. Everything has to be a perfect performance from Tottenham. It has to be a perfect performance from Tottenham. We gotta have to set the tempo very early. You can't let Liverpool, they'll come off, they'll start like a house on fire. The crowd will be up for it because they're going for the title as well. It's going to be very, very, very intimidating atmosphere. The fans will call for everything. Defensively, we have to be solid. Dyer have to be very solid as well with Jota, Salah. Salah on this side will be very tricky. Sessegnon has to be good. He was good against him in the game at Tottenham, I think. I think he played against him at Tottenham in the first game at Tottenham Sports Stadium. Or was it regular? I think it was Sessegnon. So Sessegnon has to be very good. He needs help from Sonny when we are defending, but that's the defending side of it. We have to be good defensively and offensively. And the most important thing for me, we have to take our chances. We have to be clinical. Like the way we were against City. We can't have those chances where we go 1-on-1 and you miss a chance and you miss another chance. You're not going to have more chances to play to get this scenario where we get the ball and we are 1-on-1 in with these two at the back, because you're not gonna get that opportunity so many times. But the key is that a couple of things that we've got to do well. Firstly, defensively, we have to be compact. Distances have to be right between the midfield and the defense and the attack. We got to have to look at that 3 midfield against our 2, gonna match them up Harry Kane has to go in there and match them up as well, just to make up for the numbers, or the wide players can come inside and make that midfield compact. We have to be compact. We're going to have to take them, let them go wide. If we want to do that, we can let them go wide, but we have to stop the cross. We have to also block the passing lanes, because you know where the ball is going to go if it's possible. You know, when they get the ball in midfield, they're going to want to pass it into that side every single time. It depends on what we want to do anyway. So if you can block the passing lanes, but we have to be careful not to get out of shape. We're trying to block the lanes. But the bit in the middle there has to be very compact. It has to be very compact. Jota has to be watched because it's very good in the air as well. He makes runs off the back of defenders. Salah, they won't cross the ball. Mane hardly crosses the ball. The crosses will come from their fullback, Robertson going that way, and Trent going the other way, and they deliver the ball beautifully. So we have to make sure, one, the distances between defenses and midfield is right, compact. Two, we have to make sure we double up on the wingers, on Sane, Mane, and Salah. Make sure we double up on them. We can't leave them one-on-one. Make sure they go on their wrong foot as well, so you don't let them come onto their favorite foot, so they can have a shot on goal. That's two. That's three. We have to be brave on the ball when we do get the ball. When we get the ball in transition, we have to be brave. We're going to be pressed really, really hard. Our defenders are going to be pressed as well when we have the ball, trying to play out from the back. I think we should go long when we have the time, because Liverpool are going to have that high line. So we need to go long. But go long, not just lumping the ball forward, with accuracy, playing the ball into the channels for our wingers to go and get on the ball. Kulu and Sonny. That's 3. 4. We gotta use the spacing behind. We have to be very good with spacing behind. We have to use it properly. We gotta be disciplined as well. When we do lose the ball, come back into shape. And everyone has to be very, very, very disciplined and know what they're doing and brave. Don't be scared. Don't just clear the ball anywhere. And 5, I'll say we gotta be clinical. Sonny, Kane, Kulu, they have to be clinical. When they have those chances, gotta bury that ball. Gotta bury the ball, man. Gotta get the goal. And if we do all those 5 things, I think we can come out with a draw. Statistics wise, history wise, everything is stacked against us. But history is meant to be broken, to be honest. That's the whole idea. Liverpool, they play a game, they're going to be under pressure to win as well, and pressure makes a big difference. I think those are the 5 things we need to do. The other way we could play is to go and press them. I don't think we can do that. We can't afford to do that with our defense. I don't think we're quick defensively at the back to be able to go and press Liverpool, try and press the ball and win the ball in their own half of the pitch. I don't think we are good to do that. There's going to be loads of space behind. So I think you'll see us doing the letter, what do you call it? You see the form of the letter. You see us basically sitting deep, playing in a low block, and then playing off from that block in transition. So that's the way I think Tottenham will play, and that's the way we can beat Tottenham. We can beat Liverpool. It's doable. I'm looking forward to the match. I'm just really looking for it. I'm not scared. If we lose, we go 5 points behind Arsenal if they win their game against the Leeds. And they still got Newcastle as well, and Everton to play. Everton are fighting for their life. So I think it will go down to maybe the last game before the end of the season. I think maybe the penultimate game. I think we go down to that game, because I can see Newcastle. Liverpool, Arsenal have got to go to Newcastle away. It's going to be a tough game. Everton are fighting for their lives on the last day of the season. It's going to be a tough game. So we'll see. We are playing Norwich on the last day. They're relegated already. So it's going to be a tough game as well. But I'd rather play Norwich on the last day than Everton on the last day. So that's it. That's the tactical board. That's the match analysis of Liverpool versus Tottenham, the game at Anfield on 7 p.m. on Saturday. We're going to be doing the match watch along live. We're going to start a little bit earlier, maybe 15 minutes before. So yeah, it should be good. It should be interesting. Make sure you watch all our other stuff, all our other what do you call it? All our other content. Got the preview for the weekend. We got the match. We got the press conference, reaction to the press conference as well. Make sure you watch that one as well. Thank you very much for watching. This is the tactical board, and hopefully we can Saturday night we'll be celebrating as Tottenham fans. But it's doable, man. I don't see anything that's not doable. We've got the we've got the firepower. If they play against the way they play on Wednesday against Villarreal, if they do that, give us that space, I think we got the players to punish them. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And yeah, really looking forward to the game. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time.